how to use GoHighLevel Workflows. Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be telling you about workflows in GoHighLevel. I'm going to be explaining to you how you can create automations, for example ifs and else and more. So let's get into it. Now before I begin, I just want to thank GoHighLevel for sponsoring this video. So make sure you check the link in the description below. You'll be able to sign up using the link provided by GoHighLevel. You'll also get a discount code and save money. So let's get into it. So as you can see, I'm on the website right here. I've already signed up, and here we have this little checklist that we have to complete, and once we've completed it, our account will be good to go. Now at the bottom you can see you can set up a new sub account that provides client with full equipped CRMs, automation tools and stuff like that. Those sub accounts are main accounts, right? Those sub accounts are like your main tools. So when you create a sub account, you create a specific sort of product. Those products can be used. It could be a website, it could be a marketing tool, it could be anything. So make sure you create a sub account. Once you sign up using the link in the description below, you'll be able to create a sub account, but I've already have created a sub account. You can see right here. So I'm going to go ahead and log in into the sub accounts, and then we'll move on. So within the sub accounts, you'll have all of your main options, like how to create a website, how to create a automation, how to create forms, how to manage your social media tools as well. So here you can see on the left hand side, we have all these different options, and here we've got our dashboard, we've got our conversations, calendars, contacts, opportunities, payments, AI agents as well, and then marketing and automation option is right here. So here is where we can go ahead and create our automations. Now we also have some integrations as well, so that will show you how you can integrate other apps with automations in a minute. So we're going to click on automations, and it's going to open up the workflow section over here, and here you can see we have a few examples that I created earlier. I'm going to go ahead and delete them since I don't really need them, so I'll just go ahead and delete them, and we'll create a new one so that you can see how you can create one and set them up. So this is how it would look like once you've clicked on the workflow or the automation section, and here this is how it happens. If this happens, then do this, and then once this happens, then do this, and boom, you're good to go. This is like the whole cycle. And here are some template options that you can go with, like for example appointment confirmation, fast 5, FAQ auto reply, long terms. We have some other understanding or similar tutorials provided by GoHighLevel that you can go ahead and check it out. And here you can create a workflow from scratch or select from a template or company-based workflow. This is like a beta section. We'll leave that as it is. We'll go with the template section if you want, but we'll also show you how you can create one from scratch. First, we'll go with the template section and find a simple template to use so that we can have a better understanding on how it works. All right, so let's go ahead and select one of these templates. So we can see we have all sorts of different templates available. On the left hand side, we have all of these different categories from which we can choose from. So these are workflow, this is communicate icon over here. This is, you can see, missed call, WhatsApp back. This is IVR, Instagram comment automation. We'll go with this one as well. So let's go ahead and click on the choose template option. It will open up the workflow editor over here, and here we can go ahead and get started. We do need to go ahead and connect a few other integrations, like for example Instagram. We do need to connect an Instagram account for it to work. So we'll click on here. We can see all of the options over here. So first we should go ahead and get started with Instagram. So what we'll do is I'll open up, should have connected it beforehand, so let's go ahead and do that. Actually, I'll open it up in another tab so that we have it clear, so that we can come back over here and connect. So let me open it up. So for you to connect integrations, you can come over here into the app marketplace or click on settings and go into the integrations from there. But here, if you click on this app marketplace and just search for the app you want, since we want Instagram, so we'll go ahead and search for Instagram. If it's available, it should be available over here, since we do need to go ahead and connect it, but it's not available over here. Maybe if we go into the settings option, and then here in the settings we scroll down, here are the integrations. Here we go. So here we have our Facebook and Instagram. So we'll go ahead and click on connect, select the page you want. So I'll just select all, click on continue, opt in to all current and future Instagram accounts, or opt in to current future Instagram. We'll go with the first one, and I think this looks good. Click on save. Make sure you're already logged in into your Facebook account beforehand before you do with this. So now we're gonna click on got it, and here we go. So we have the accounts. We select the accounts. We can select new leads or all leads. It totally depends on you. Click on connect and continue, and here we go. So, and this step is necessary for a successful sync to lead the CRM, so make sure you check it out. So you can click on configure field mapping or do it later. It totally depends on you, but if you click on continue, menu. All the forms are going to be available over here. Currently, we don't have any forms available, so we should be good to go. But here we got integrations. This is the Facebook field. This is the LinkedIn. Now, let's go ahead and click on accounts, and here we can select the accounts we want. We also have pages. If we click on pages, we can see all of them are available over here. I believe we can find our Instagram page as well. Should pop up over here, but I don't see it. But maybe if we click on the settings option, we got Facebook Messenger, and then we have Instagram Messenger, and I don't think it's connected as of yet, so we do need to connect that. So go ahead and click on connect, and we should be good to go. So next, let's go back into our Spodia. Here we got our Instagram. So let's go ahead and get started. So we could go with the Instagram version, or we could find something else if you want. So we'll click on trigger. This is the trigger option right here. Here you can choose a workflow. So you got all these different options to choose from. Maybe we can go with something simpler since, you know, it is a bit of a hassle to go ahead and connect to Instagram at the moment. Meta always changes stuff, so kind of weird. But go ahead and click on create new workflow and start from scratch this time. So let's go ahead and add a trigger. So we're going to click on add new trigger. Here we could go with a birthday reminder. This is pretty cool. So let's go with that one. And workflow name is going to be that. This is going to be the trigger over here. That looks good. We can even add filters if you want. So after number of days, before number of days, if you want, let's go with that. And then here we'll go with 1. We can even go ahead and add another one. So month or whatever, but I think this is okay. Then we click on save trigger. So now we're going to click on this little plus icon to select the action. Then we want to get notified, right? So come over here. These are communications. We got Slack. I've already connected Slack, so it should be good to go. We got Instagram DMs. We got Messenger. We got manual action to call if you want. And TikTok interactives as well. Everything looks good. So let's go with the Slack version because we've already connected it. Let's go with Slack. So send a notification to Slack. Then we select the account. You can see I already connected it. Connecting the account is exactly the same as I showed you before as connecting Instagram. So you come over here, you'll find the Slack integration right here. And then you click on connect. You can see one account is already connected. So we should be good to go. Then we select the event. So send a direct message to a user or a private channel or a public channel. It totally depends on you. Then just simply select one of the channels over here. And then over here, we'll just add the message birthday reminder, and then we'll click on save, and that's going to be it. And then we end it. So now we can go ahead and test the workflow. I'll open up Slack in another tab. All right, so let's go ahead and check it out. So we can see this was a previous lead or an integration that I had created within GoHighLevel. So it was working. It was, you know, pretty simple. So let's go ahead and check it out. So let's go ahead and click on publish and then click on test workflow. We should have done this before, but I'll do it right now. I'll click on the contact and maybe other ones as well. Select all of them and click on run test. All right, so it should be popping up here any second. After all, it is testing, is it? And yep, public, all testing or social. Let's go with that one. Click on save, select the contact, click on that one, click on run test. Yep, that's the workspace. Forgot we need to go ahead and add a birthday as well, or we could go with something else as an example, but let me go ahead and check out when is the birthday for one of our contacts. So we're going to come back over here, click on contacts and wait for it. Here we go. So this is our contact. Open it up. Date of birth, we'll go with 1986, and this is December 25th, so we'll go with that one as well. So we'll click on save. Maybe now it should work. So click on save. Looks good. Over here, all testing, click on good, click on save. Then we click on test, select the contact, click on run test. All right, so something isn't working. Let's go ahead and change it up. I changed it up to create a new contact. So we're going to create a new contact. I'm going to go ahead and type in Sam and sam@gmail.com. We're going to go with work, go with that. Contact type, we'll go with customer, time zone, whatever we want, D&D, or actually no, we'll go with all of these. Click on save. Now we have a new contact, so should have saved it beforehand. And here we go. So it works. You can see right here, birthday reminder. I forgot we should have saved it. That was the only reason it was not working. And we also got the birthday reminder in the DMs as well. So you can see it's working. So pretty cool. Although we've changed up the trigger now. So, but you know, it's still working. So should go ahead and reverse it. And then we click on save and test it out. It did take a minute. So it should be good to go now. So there you go. It's working. So that's how you do it. That's how you can create workflows or automation in GoHighLevel. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And until next time, take care and goodbye.